ladies and gentlemen, and I'm binaries. This is K1K13. I am close to 1,000 subs, so I will be doing a giveaway. I currently have a poll on my community, I think somewhere on my channel. I don't know, it probably looks different compared to what you guys can see, but that's hopefully you guys can vote, and then I will cancel that poll when I get to 1,000. That way it's fair. Remember to keep liking my video, subscribing, and notifications too, so you're always notified. So today's video will be top 10 figures I received in 2021. It doesn't matter if the figures came out 5 years ago. I'm just reviewing or just doing my top 10 worst that I received of 2021, which is not a lot, to be honest. I really didn't get that many figures in 21. If anything, I got more in 20, I think, but most of my figures in 20 were, I think, SAS, or if you want to count Marvel Legends too, or Funkos, which a lot of people slander them, especially if you're in the top tier figure game. I never really cared. Marvel Legends are okay for what you pay, I guess, 20 buckaroos, and the pops are like $5-10 bucks. Like I said, it's been a while since I said in my videos. Honestly, I don't think I even remember having an intro in a long time, and I'm hoping everybody sticks around for this video. I put a decent amount of effort into my critiques and opinions on these figures, which I really didn't even want to, because I figure, if you buy a figure, you're really hyped about it, and you want to keep it, and you don't want to slander it or have negative feelings towards your figures. So even if anything, I really didn't even enjoy making this list. I was just like, dang, I really like this figure anyways. It's just something that I know for the future I wouldn't purchase these again, is pretty much what I'm saying. Okay, I'll start from 10. Oh, I wanted to iterate or state that these aren't really in like a sequence, I guess. If anything, it's just like random, assorted 1 through 10. So I hope people don't go like, wow, you put this so and so number 1, he must really hate it. Like, no, it's just I really couldn't even decide how to put these in order, so this is what I went with. Alright guys, like I said, stick around, subscribe, like my videos, and notifications. Love you guys. I really do appreciate you guys for staying so long with me. Close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm really excited. I don't think my journey on YouTube is even remotely close to being over, which is really crazy when you think about it. But thank you, everybody, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Goku Super Saiyan 1. I don't even know how to explain which one this is, because I'm pretty sure they released Goku Super Saiyan 1 a gargantuan amount of times. But I guess I could just show you the box and the figure. Here he is. And I understand due to the price, it's not a huge deal. But man, this dude could practically come off as a knockoff. Bandai should have just made him like Marvel Legend prices of $22.99 for this. Should have just it really does grind my gears that SHF does not include bases to pose him in. It just doesn't make sense, because like it's Dragon Ball Z, so they they have a lot of potential poses of fighting the evil. But I always thought that was kind of goofy. I mean, they could just charge like what, $5 for the bases, and even then, like $5 is, I mean, they're rich as hell, so I don't really understand like why not include bases and pedestals for their figures. Like I said, it's not really too bad for the price, but like, he's just one of the part of the hauls that one figure part of the hauls that I got of 2021 that I did not care for that much. In my head, I just really wanted a Super Saiyan Goku figure to fight cooler, and that was practically it. So hopefully in the future, maybe SHF will come with bases to make me stop complaining about that certain aspect that really is not the hugest and shouldn't intervene with the judgment of a figure. But he's alright. He's just one of the figures I didn't care for that much when I received them. Just took him out the box, had a little fun, put him back in, or put him in a pose, and that's it. Frieza! number 9, we have Bardock. Not much to really say about Bardock. Oh, except, go listen to his channel. He's a pretty good reviewer. Hopefully he makes it big in his YouTube channel. But I'm not talking about the guy on Bardock. I'm talking about the SH Figure Arts Bardock. He's really basic as hell, to tell you the truth. It's pretty neat to have, Goku's father to pose next to him. But, I mean, I guess you really can't expect much from a $50. I don't know. I guess, like, the company were, like, all in their desks. Not desks. They're all at that oval inside that office. They're all the executives and shit, all sitting down there. They're like, all right, we don't want to list this figure at $25-$30. What can we add to potentially sell this for $50 and get these guys hyped? And they added a little dragon, the little ball of energy, and called it a day. The main guy in the office was probably like, you are getting a raise, promoted, here, gave him the CEO spot, ran the spot. Nah, I'm just kidding. But $50, man, I don't think it was worth it. Maybe if they gave him a Super Saiyan head just for the fuck of it. I mean, I don't even get, like, if potentially in the future they release a Bardock with a Super Saiyan head. I mean, what would they even change in terms of prices? It's already $50. You're gonna charge another $20 for a Super Saiyan head? That makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know. They should have just added the Super Saiyan head for the fucks of it, even if it's not canon. I don't know. I just felt like that should have made sense, because that little ball of energy doesn't really make any sense. That's why I got him, and I just kind of went, all right, he looks decent, and like just posed him, and he hasn't really moved much ever since I got him. So he's definitely a figure that I don't care for that much. But I definitely wanted to get like the father of Goku, and if I had to rate him like 1 through 10, probably like a 5 or 4. To be honest, he's pretty bold. I mean, pretty bold. I meant like boring. Just nothing like, he's just bland. There's nothing fun about him. All right. Made in heaven. So, like I said, in no particular order, it's really hard to even rate these, to be honest. But at number 8, I know a lot of people are probably gonna get a little bit spazzed out or potentially take out the pitchforks, but Poochie or WF Poochie are not worth the hassle of spending your money on, unless it's retail. Honestly, he really can't go in that many poses. His coattails, or whatever you want to call it, really restricts his movement. It's honestly kind of reminds me of Terra, except he can definitely, lift up the coattails, or whatever you want to call it. But I do believe, or I have a firm belief that WF Poochie, or just Poochie in general, are really overrated figures, and I mean really only got much traction due to Part 6 anime recently showed some episodes, but I honestly don't think you should spend, I know it's kind of hypocrisy coming from me, but I honestly don't think you should spend over, I know even saying this is a lot of money, but like $130, like try not to spend more than that for WF Poochie. I understand if you're like a really hardcore collector and you want to try to get all of them, and you want all the WF figures, but I don't think he's worth the hassle of trying to spend over $200 for him. He's honestly nothing great. He really can't do many poses. His box is pretty beautiful. I think it's like red. His lettering of the box is pretty gallant too. I hope people take my advice. I know I'm no one to tell you that what to do with your money. I just hope you listen to this and take a step back and say, oh yeah, I'll just wait till maybe later on his price might go down a little bit. But honestly, when I received him, he was pretty neat. It's definitely not the worth hassle of trying to buy him and potentially waste a lot of your hard-earned money. And that should be it. Hopefully, you take this is just a piece of my mind. I definitely, I don't regret spending that much money on him. I think I spent like, I bought him for like $140, and I kind of regret it, but not really, because 140 is not that bad, right? 140, but I mean, just like anything over 200 is just excessive. But hopefully, do what you want to do. But that's just my peace of mind.
Hello, monkeys.
In number 7, I have Frieza, and that's first form Frieza. And honestly, he is really not too shabby. Honestly, Frieza would probably be the face of gender whatever, LGBT. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. My apologies. She would probably be like the face of it if we were to like. Never mind. You know what? I'm just not even gonna go down that route. But anyways, I initially did really want first form Frieza, and he was really appealing to me, so I really wanted him. But then in the end, I think he was probably my first or second SH Figuarts DBZ, so that's why I ended up wanting him. And then once I received him, he was pretty good. I like that he came with a little ball of his Kai Blast. I think he came with the Dragon Ball too, which is pretty gnarly. I like his spaceship too, or whatever you want to call it, his little flying cart. But in the end, I saw Final Form Frieza SH Figuarts. So for some reason, I told myself I only wanted like the main villains and maybe the Z Gang, but I'm not entirely sure on the Z Gang yet, because I know a lot of them are really overpriced at this point, scalping prices. But I do want most of the Z Gang and the main villains like Frieza, Boo, and Cell. For Cell, I'm pretty sure I'll get first form because he looks pretty cool in what SH Figuarts have shown us so far. And Frieza, first form, just didn't. He doesn't. I don't want to say satisfy me, but more or less he doesn't like live up to what I wanted out of a figure, I suppose. He's just short, and honestly, first form Frieza is really. In my opinion, I always thought he was kind of ugly, but final form Frieza is pretty sick looking. So now imagine if they made that second form. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I ended up wanting final form Frieza for the main villains. So that's why I'm end up just gonna, if his price goes up, I'll eventually maybe sell him. But right now I think he's still retail, so there's really no point in selling him. I would just break even and I would have a loss of Frieza. I'm pretty sure Final Frieza didn't even go that for them much either. So I could potentially just have both, but in my terms of like my hauls for 2020, I did not enjoy first form Frieza that much. And that's it. Hopefully in the future I get another Frieza. In 6th place, it's probably got to be Rao. Nothing against Fist of the North Star. I bought him out of whim for my boy Thomas was selling him on a server, so I told myself, well, I'm kind of doing him a little favor. I'll just buy it and see if I like it. I ended up liking it, but at the same time, I don't have anything else that correlates with Fist of the North Star, so I ended up not really wanting it in the end. I'm really just waiting for something of the price to go up a little bit more so I could make a little decent margin of profit. I'm probably not expecting that much, especially because of the box size. It's going to be really difficult to find a good box size to sell it and ship it. I'm not really too worried about it though. I'll hold it for a little bit. But that's the biggest. Don't kill me, Phoenix. I know you're a big, if you watch the video, you're a big Fist of the North Star fan, because you'd be collecting all of them. But yeah, just in the end, I didn't really need for it. It looks sick though, I'm not gonna lie. I just didn't really need it for my collection. I kind of just have it separated from a lot of my other figures, and it's so huge I don't even know where to put him. I mean, he's pretty much almost the size of Jotaro, big, so I really don't have much space to put him somewhere where he fits in well. Like I said, it was mainly just pretty much just to help out Thomas a little bit, because he was trying to offload it for a couple, I think, days or weeks at that point. And I figured that I'd make a video about it. I ended up never getting to that. I don't know, I just never had the motivation to make a video about a character I didn't really know much about. So I wish I would. I probably will at one point go into Fist of the North Star, but at the moment I'm still trying to rep up Hunter x Hunter. So I'm not the type of guy to like have 3 shows on my watch list, and then just jump around here and there. I usually just try to finish one first, and then unless it's like a human. But yeah, that's the only reason Rao was really unappealing to me, because I had no connection towards Fist of the North Star. So that's why he's number 6 for me. Hopefully in the future I'll read Fist of the North Star, and I ended up liking him. At number 5 we have Anasui, and I'm pretty sure my homie PK is probably gonna give me shit for this, but Anasui is a rather, I mean, in terms of detailing and sculpture, it's not a bad figure. But dude, to save my life, I cannot put this figure in a good pose. Honestly, the faces, the different emotions they show on the 2 different heads, they don't even change that drastically. I can't do nothing with this figure. It might just be a me problem, but I don't know. But what I can know, and what I do know, and what I've seen, and what I've done with my figure, is that I really don't. I can't pose him for shit. I tried multiple. I just got Diver Down, so maybe with Diver Down I'll have better results. But I cannot pose this guy to my liking. I'll pose him. I'll spend a whole hour trying to decide if this one looks good, if this pose looks good, but it just looks the same. Gosh darn it! I really only got him for the part 6 completion. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. It's probably just a me problem. Shout out to the people who have Anasui and like him, but in all honesty, I don't like him at all. I had Weather Report for a little bit. I didn't really get to mess with him that much, but I ended up selling it because the box is really jacked up and elbow cap was missing. I just didn't want to review that. It would just look really bad, so I just cut my losses and sold it. I really just, like I said, I got him for the part 6 completion. Can't wait to Weather Report get a re-release with his Weather Report stand. I still need Whitesnake. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get the re-release or the OG. I really, with a passion, hate the new box designs. It looks tribal, or like just it looks tribal. I don't know the correct word for it. It just doesn't look like it. It doesn't fit JoJo, But my boy Jim be criticizing me for that. He always goes against me. He says he loves the new box design, but everybody has their own opinions, even if they're shit. Nah, I'm just kidding. Maybe they'll do Anasui 2nd, which is with pink hair, but I doubt it because it looks like Diavolo. But I don't think they'll do a 2nd of Anasui. I think it would just be a waste, maybe. But it would look great. I would buy it still, and it's not gonna change shit though. I still can't put it in poses. But I think he will look good in pink, though. All right, hopefully. You gotta have high hopes for the future, right? All right.
What did you say? I'll kick your ass!
My number 4 has to be, unfortunately, Bakugou. Man, his sculpt is pretty neat, honestly. They really messed up his face with, I think, his maybe like grinching face. That he's about to explode. I'm pretty sure his mouth looks a bit odd. I'm pretty sure they didn't color in the white the whole time, which is rather unfortunate. But that's not even the biggest flaw of Bakugou. His biggest flaw is probably, unfortunately, when he has his blasts or explosions, his arms cannot hold him up. So you pretty much put him on the arms and they fall off pretty easily. And that's where Revoltech gets really bad rap. And it's unfortunate because I think Revoltech has really great intentions, and they honestly go further and beyond than most figure companies. And if they just, give patience and love to these figures and not try to keep releasing these figures. But then again, Medicos, on the other hand, takes their time sometimes with releasing figures, and they still have shit QC, which is unfortunate. Oh, damn, I'm saying unfortunate a lot. That sucks. Which sucks. But I hope Bakugou in the future, I'm pretty sure they won't do a version 2. They'll re-release him though for the people who didn't get him the first time he came out. But he's good in terms of sculpts. He has some good, neat accessories. But other than that, he really fails in the terms of a figure. As a figure, I like him. I try not to say love that much with my figures or just material things in general. So Bakugou in general, I like him as a part of my collection, but I dislike him as a figure, if that makes any sense. I'm really psyched about Todoroki releasing, I think March or June. I can't remember, put my finger on it. But I'm really excited to have them all together. All Might, Bakugou, Deku, and Todoroki. It's going to look really sick. After that, I'm not entirely sure what Rebel Tech's going to do. Hopefully, honestly, I hope they do. I hope to God they do Uraraka. God damn, she's so cute. I hope that happens. But other than that, that's where I leave it off, and he's at number 4. Number 3 is Gurren Lagann's babe, Yoko Ono.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, Yoko Ono. No, not that one. I think you meant to say Yoko Littner. Because Yoko Ono went really bad stuff crazy towards the end there. But yeah, Yoko Littner is definitely my number 3 on my list. And I was hoping when I initially bought her for $50 off eBay, I was hoping I would get okay figure. I mean, $50 isn't the worst. Like, I was just criticizing Jotaro 1.5, but we really don't have many options in terms of Gurren Lagann figures. I'm pretty sure Yoko's the only one that actually got a figure. I'm not entirely sure if the main guy. I'm not entirely sure if Simon or Simone and or Kamina got a figure. I know for sure. I don't think so. I know for sure Simone got a Nendo, but who likes Nendos? Come on, bro. You guys are weird. No, I'm just kidding. Do what you gotta do. But yeah, Yoko, her for $50. I guess maybe I don't know what price she was for at the time of retail, but I did buy her for $50, and it was okay. I don't regret my purchase at all, but her arm falls off pretty easily, and I really can't do much because as soon as I rotate it upwards, which, I mean, there's not really many poses you could put her with the arms like upward, but her once I put it upward, it falls off immediately. So, but her accessories aren't the worst. Her head, her hair is pretty neat that they added, I think 2 types of hairs. I just hopefully in the future we Figma or I don't think Mafex would ever pick that up. Maybe SH would pick up Gurren Lagann, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything soon. I don't understand why though, because Gurren Lagann's a pretty like if you're going into anime, I feel like Gurren Lagann's a pretty it's in the tier like. It's like the surface level of anime, so it's a pretty easy show to watch. I don't understand why we got no more. In second place, what can really be said much about Jotaro 1.5 or just in general, part 3 figures are pretty nasty. I wish Meniko's didn't start so early, where their budget wasn't the greatest and innovations in terms of figures wasn't the greatest at the time. That's why part 3 figures were like 2010, I think, 2010, 2011, 2009, I think was the first one released, which was Jotaro First, which is the ugliest faces in the SAS history, and I'm pretty sure they try to delete that shit from their history, to be honest. And it's massively insane that we are paying close to $50-$60 for Jotaro or part 3 in figures in general. They're really, I don't know, I can't say scalping us, but they really are, like, at this point are definitely taking a lot of money from us, because these part 3 figures definitely don't hold a value of $50-$70, and that's not even including shipping yet, and imports are really bitch around here. I literally just got him because I have purple splat, which is Star Platinum 3rd, the purple one, and then I have Star Platinum 2nd, so I needed a Jotaro for both of them because, you know, you just can't have a Star Platinum just kind of standing there like, come on, he's a spirit, you know, he needs his human physical form. I don't understand how he's the main. Well, I guess they're gonna make up for it for Part 6 Jotaro, and so I guess they're really never gonna. I don't know if they're ever gonna come back and make renovated. I don't know if they're gonna renovate Part 3 figures, but if they do, it'd be great. But I don't think they will. But it's kind of insane to me how Jotaro's like, you know, the staple of pretty much JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Medical decides to keep re-releasing these figures because, you know, it makes them more money. It makes them money, which makes sense from a, you know, a company. But I think the way they should see it is that they're releasing these shitty figs for $60, and people are like, they're obviously I feel like the majority of people who collect these figures are just like teenagers and they don't see, like, because you work hard for your own money as you get older, and then you see you spend $60 on this figure and you're just like, what the hell is this? But, you know, we're all adults, we spend money on stupid stuff anyways. That's number 2 for me. Hopefully one day Medicos does a renovation of Part 3 figures, but that's a long shot. Hopefully it happens though. At number 1, I have Terra from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And honestly, I had really high hopes for this figure. Birth by Sleep is one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games, and I guess as a younging I played it a lot on my PSP, so, you know, I had some great affection for it. So receiving the 3 protagonists as figures was a really good deal, a great deal for me. So Terra is definitely first. They really butchered him in terms of articulation. I generally started Ring Arts, so I don't know. I guess in general, like, Ring Arts recently started to scan on the facial features, like eyes, nose, and mouth. Not sure if Captain Sora doesn't have a scanned on face. I'm pretty sure it was sculpted, which is pretty neat. So that's why I'm assuming they recently just started scanning on the faces, because the Sora from Big Hero 6 and Terra, Aqua all have scanned in faces, which is really whack. It makes the face have like no emotion. They look soulless because the eyes are just kind of like scanned onto the face. There's no depth into the eyes. They look all blurry. It's honestly really bad for a figure line. I'm hoping after COVID, or if it ever disappears, they can get more workers in the section of Ring Arts, I guess, so they wouldn't have to compromise doing shitty faces, because honestly they look really bad, and it's really unfortunate for Kingdom Hearts collectors because we really like these. So anyway, the biggest flaw that Terra had was, I guess it was really kind of difficult to even pull off in terms of what they could possibly do with him, but his skirt, or whatever you want to call it, I'm showing you guys right now. The skirt does not it doesn't move, so his legs are pretty much restricted to any point of articulation. They can't do much about it, which is rather disappointing. And that's the biggest. At this point, it really shouldn't even be a figure. It should really just be a statue with removable hands, keyblades, and I guess the biggest, they kind of, in their own minds of Ring Arts, they were like, all right, well, I guess we'll mess up the legs, so we'll give him, I think he has 3 heads, which I think Ring Arts in general always gives 3 heads anyways, so maybe I'm just kind of beating around the bush here, or, you know, shooting a dart in the dark. But they gave the Xehanort head, which is just, you know, a white hair, which is pretty cool of him, to be honest. But other than that, he's just a really bad figure. There wasn't anything. The legs just messed it up. There's really nothing exciting about it, except for the keyblades and the heads. Alright, that wraps up number 1. That's it. And that's the end of the video, fellas and gentlemen and women and binaries and celeries and whatever you go by, you know. It's 2022, so there really isn't You could be whatever you want. Ain't nobody can stop you. Don't let nobody stop you. If you want to be considered a potato, if you want to be considered a shoe with the Adidas that says with the shoe that says Adidas and it has the Nike swoop, go ahead. You know who's gonna stop you. But this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys watched it all the way through because I'm trying to get that good time. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, and notifications. Don't ever forget that. I love you guys, and hopefully I get by this time. I doubt it. I'll have my 1,000 subscribers, and we can do that giveaway. The details are definitely going to be set in an unboxing video of my choice.